Hey everybody, welcome back to Live Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz. Jack and Letty's still down at Lake Jackson, man. Hopefully this COVID stuff clears up because we're trying to stay apart because everybody's trying to keep from getting sick and that kind of stuff, so I understand. So today, again, coming from my shittily little apartment, apologies. So, inspired by my buddy Scott, Big Scott, shout out to him, I'm going to try this. I always wanted to try it. Get your fresh ingredients. Remember, this is raw fish, so please, please, please be careful where you get it and be careful what you do with it afterwards. And it's one that's going to take a couple hours sitting in the fridge, so if you're serving it for some people, keep that in mind, all right? So before we get into it, be sure to like, share, subscribe, ring the little bell, do all the YouTube stuff. Check out our merch store. Link will be down below. And let's get into it. Alright, so you're going to need some tuna. I got these tuna steaks from like HEB for like $5-6. Frozen, gotta let them thaw out. Alright, macadamia nuts. You want them chopped, you want them chopped finer than that. We'll get into that. Some green onions. You're going to need some sesame seeds or toasted sesame seeds if you can find them. Some crushed red pepper flakes, optional. Some sesame oil and some soy sauce, right? You're going to need a whole cup of that, so that's going to be a little bit. But that's all you need. All right, so first and foremost, after you get this stuff nice and thawed out, go ahead and cut it. These were a little thick, so I went ahead and cut them in half. And then you want to just go ahead and cube them down, man. Most of this is really done. You're going to need a nice, sharp knife. Again, shout out to Andy every time I use them. Thank you very much for these. If you don't, it'll just pull the fish apart because it's in layers. It kind of flakes off. But if you get a nice, sharp knife, you can cube it down like that big. Do the whole thing. Put it on a plate, set it aside, right? Now, you're going to wash this fucking cutting board because you had raw fish on it. All right, so now that's nice and clean. Get your green onions, right? And wash them. Go wash these too. Yeah. Always clean your veg, right? Probably not going to need all of this. You only need about half a cup to 3/4 of a cup. So what I did is I went ahead and cut off these little fuzzy heads here and then flipped them over and cut them green side first. I kind of guess, I think it was 4 of these was more than enough for what I needed. So I went ahead and just added the extra just because I could. I don't mind an extra onion. I mean, that's the benefit of being a single guy. Nobody wants to kiss on you anyway. Now, these macadamia nuts, they're supposed to be chopped, but I want them a little smaller. So every time I cut them, they go shooting off into space and might take an eye out. So you need 2 tablespoons of these. So what I did is I put them in this little thing here. Now you can take and cut them up, or you can put them in a coffee cup and hit them with a spoon or something. It'll break them up. But if you get one of these mortar and pestle looking jobs, I got this for a couple bucks at like Walmart. You take and just mash the ever living piss out of these things. It pretty much does the same thing. See, kind of breaks them up to a little smaller. So they're not technically chopped, they're crushed, smashed, whatever. Just don't keep going until it's macadamia nut and butter. Now I got a bowl. I use one of these Ziploc things with a lid just because I don't want any other flavors of my kitchen or refrigerator to get caught in there. So go ahead and you can use a regular bowl, cover it, whatever. Now go ahead and just go and pour all your ingredients into this thing, right? So your macadamia nuts, your 2 tablespoons of those. You might have to get a spoon to kind of get them out because you mashed them into the bottom of the damn thing. Now you're going to get 2 tablespoons of the sesame oil. Go ahead and put that right on top as well. You're going to mix this up so it doesn't matter how well you pour it, right? Now, you get that done, get your same tablespoon and do 1 of the sesame seeds. I mean, that's really to taste. If you want more sesame flavor to it, you can do it that way. Be careful if you put oil in it, if it'll stick. The crushed chili thing, another, just 1 tablespoon. Again, that's optional. I think if I was going to do this again, I wouldn't have had that. Now you want a full cup of soy sauce. Now you want to go with this low sodium stuff because that is a lot of salt, right? A lot of salt and anchovy stuff. So just go ahead and put that in there. Give it a nice stir, right? Just and make sure all that stuff gets spread around in there. And cover it. Put it in your fridge for 2 hours, at least 2 hours. And then it's ready to serve, man. You're ready to go. You can put this on a bed of rice if you want to. You can just serve it out of the bowl like this. I enjoyed the hell out of it. The tuna was the most expensive part at like $6. But this capped out, I think, at around $8. It was enough to feed me, a big fat guy, by myself. And that's all for a meal at least 3 times, man. So if you use this like an appetizer or a group of big people, this will actually work out really, really well. Fits in your budget. You can do it as like a side dish. You could do it as your main dish. This is great. Try it out. Trust me, this is really good. And there you have it, folks. My second foray into raw fish that you can make at home. Try this yourself. Do it differently. Let us know. Put it down in the comments, man. Maybe we'll revisit this. Try this again. I really enjoyed this. It was really, really good. So let us know. If you can't find us here, put it down in the comments. I mean, we'll be here Tuesdays, Fridays. I mean, we're here all the time, but we upload Tuesdays and Fridays as best we can with the COVID stuff. And you can also find us on social media: Facebook, Pinterest, Patreon, In Between Paychecks Kitchen there, or Pinterest, as well as there. I think I already said that one. My brain is falling out. I'm so hungry. I want to get back to the food. And Instagram at Living Between Paychecks Kitchen there. You can also find us there. Let us know. Oh, also check out our merch site. Again, shameless plug. We do it. And I'll see you next time.